Suffice it to say that in cancer, there's a certain set of genes that get turned on, and those genes express a certain set of proteins. For a cancer cell to grow and spread, it has to get rid of the things that would normally inhibit spreading. So our normal cells don't migrate around. They don't even grow beyond the bounds of what they're supposed to be, where they're supposed to be. But cancer cells make proteins called enzymes, and enzymes are molecular scissors that cut up the things that stand in the way of cancer growing and spreading. And these enzymes are relatively specific for cancer. So Sangeeta Bhatia has thought, well, if we could detect the expression of those enzymes, we would have a way of detecting cancer. And she does it with a very, very clever device. She starts with a nanoparticle, and she decorates the nanoparticle with a short stretch of a protein that contains, she has synthesized it to contain, the site that a cancer enzyme will cut. So if you don't have cancer and you're injected with these nanoparticles, the nanoparticles continue to be whole and eventually will, go the way of all things that we don't need in the body. But if you do have cancer, the cancer enzymes will clip these little proteins off and produce very, very tiny peptides, short stretches of protein. She's made those short stretches of protein small enough that the kidney is the organ that filters our blood and produces urine, but in the urine are no real proteins. It only passes very small things. The kidney's filter only allows very small things to pass. So these clipped off bits of protein, these little peptides, get filtered from the kidney into the urine. And in her system, you do a urine test to see whether those little peptides are present. If you don't have cancer, they're not going to be there because you don't have the enzyme that cuts them off. If you do have cancer, you'll detect these peptides in the urine.